Actually, as Oyo, we use art to talk about social issues. So we have different projects, and one of the projects is our dance troupe. So we create stories to talk about social issues like gender-based violence, teenage pregnancy, but we use a very specific style, which is physical theater.
99 FM, your inspiration station. Local is Altaid Leka, Mr. Gazlam with Mutu Mukuru. Before that, next with Lil Mo Wifey, bringing us to Culture Talk for today. Like I mentioned, we're joined in studio by a special guest. He goes by the name of Valu. He's a dancer, choreographer, writer, activist, and community organizer from Nigeria. Now, Valu, who is a recipient of the 2021 Prince Claus Seed Awards, was recently honored with an award of excellence in dance by the Lagos State Governor, and also received an award as the most innovative dancer in Nigeria by the Guild of Nigerian Dance Practitioners in December of 2021. So he's joining us in the studio today to talk about this exciting project that he is collaborating with Ombetja Yehinga Organisation, which is of course directed by Philippe Talavera, who's also in studio to brief us about, Valu's visit to Namibia and the project that they are currently working on. So good afternoon, Valu. Philippe, Valu, welcome to 99 FM.
Good afternoon.
Philippe, you were here last week. You also already been here so many times. You're already part of the family. So Valu, is your first time in Namibia?
Yes, it's my first time.
All right, welcome to Namibia, and thank you for joining us. Let's get straight into it. Can we, just get a brief background on you? Who is Valu? What your main focus is, and also about your visit to Namibia?
So my name's Uzegbe Sunday Obia Julu. People call me Valu. I'm based in Lagos, Nigeria, originally from Rivers State, Nigeria. Like you already said, I'm a dancer, creative artist. I'm basically just seeking ways over the years to use dance to address different issues, to use dance as a new proposition on how on the way forward for us as humanity. And I've been in Windhoek, Namibia for about 9 days now, sharing energy with dancers in the city. I love the city, and we've been learning and also creating a piece that talks about waste and waste management and its effects on the African continent. That's what I've been up to.
That's what you've been up to. You're collaborating, and of course, a great organization to collaborate with is, of course, Oyo.
Amazing.
So tell us about the collaboration with Oyo Dance Troupe. Exactly what is going to go down.
We've been creating with the dancers, myself and the dancers, about 12 of them. We've been in the laboratory creating, exchanging knowledge, and by tomorrow the food we've been cooking will be ready.
I like that. Philippe, tell us about how this collaboration came to be with Valu, and where it started, where it happened.
Actually, as Oyo, we use art to talk about social issues. So we have different projects, and one of the projects is our dance troupe. So we create stories to talk about social issues like gender-based violence, teenage pregnancy, but we use a very specific style, which is physical theater. That's what we do, and that's what we train, and our dancers are trained for. But from time to time, we like to get out of our comfort zone.
Yes.
And for the dancers to develop as performers as well, it's important to be exposed to the wider dance community. There is more to the dance community than Namibia. But it's not always easy to develop exchanges because it's very costly. You've got to have flight tickets and accommodation and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunately very difficult at times to promote those exchanges. And believe it or not, it's even more difficult when you want those exchanges to be in Africa. There's very few grants for inter-Africa exchanges, which is a pity because there's so much that we can learn from other African countries. And there's, West Africa, East Africa, North Africa, and it's so rich. But we have a common partner, the Prince Claus Fund, which has been funding Oyo in the past and is funding now Valu. And I was lucky to have a meeting with them at the beginning of the year, and I asked them, don't you have a dancer? Someone that you know and that you can put us in contact with? And they say, oh yes, we have Valu, and he's also doing dance as an art activism approach. I thought, perfect. Please give me his contact. Please send me his email. And then we started to talk with Valu, and we very quickly had a lot in common, even though our dancing styles are completely different. You can take, one side and the other side of the spectrum. We are at complete opposite side of the spectrum. But that's what is fascinating. And what we are trying to do is to start an exchange so that Valu is coming to Namibia. We will really want to have some Namibian dancers going to Nigeria, and then some more of his dancers coming to Namibia again, and have this sort of ping-pong type of approach that we can learn from them, they can learn from us, and we can demystify it a bit, this thing about Nigeria, and everybody loves Nigerian movies and Nigerian music,
Nigerian accents.
Nigerian accents. But who are the people really at the core of it?
I love that.
That's what is interesting.
Yeah. This piece, Valu, that you will be doing with the Oyo group has a specific focus on the environment. Can you just elaborate a bit more on that and why this specific theme for this project?
So the piece is titled Value Thy Earth, and we're basically approaching it from a historical point of view. Who were we as Africans before the plastics, before the nylons came? How were we surviving? How were we keeping the environment clean? We're going with our clay pots to the stream. The waters were clean. We're basically just using dance to highlight the fact that the death is really affecting, we're really polluting the continent, and we probably should go back to the basics.
I agree with that. And also, when and where is it happening? Is it like now? Is it next month? When is it going down?
Maybe Philippe wants to share the venue.
It's happening tomorrow at the Franco-Namibian Cultural Centr, the FNCC in Windhoek. We will open the door at 6:30, but it will be starting at 7 p.m. Entrance is free of charge because we want everybody to be able to meet Nigeria. There will be one Oyo piece, one solo by Valu, and then the piece that he created, Value Thy Earth. So that's a combo of what Oyo does, what Valu does, what we did both together, and that will be very exciting. So FNCC, doors open at 6:30, and entrance is totally free of charge. So everybody is welcome.
So no worry about having to pay for tickets. It is a free event. It's starting tomorrow. Is it only one day, Philippe?
Only one day, because unfortunately Valu is leaving on Friday.
No,
back
Valu,
to Nigeria.
don't go. Don't leave us, Valu. But are you going to come back again? I hope you come back again.
Hopefully,
yeah.
I mean, I love the campaign.
Yeah. All right, cool. Valu, thank you for coming to share with us. And Philippe, thank you for bringing Valu. Hopefully we can see you again for the next Oyo project. Maybe you want to have a solo show here in Windhoek. We'd definitely love to have you back in studio. So thank you so much for coming to share with us.
Pleasure. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure to have you guys. Philippe Talavera as well as Valu from Nigeria, who are of course collaborating on a beautiful specific focus on the environment. If you want to know more about it and see it in action, it's going down tomorrow at the Franco-Namibia at FNCC, because I can't really remember what the full name is, but it is at the FNCC tomorrow at 6:30. It is of course for free. If you need more information about what's going down on Oyo and all their future projects, do go follow them on social media. That was of course Culture Talk for today. This one goes out to Valu. It is a Burna Boy with Last.